Ros, what are some of the key areas that a project manager looks after?
Well, I actually believe anything can become key if it hasn't been appropriately had enough attention to its planning stages or monitored throughout a project. So to me, the most important thing for a project manager is to actually do that upfront planning and the monitoring. And it's really about getting a balance between the project's costs and its time restrictions, and getting a balance between those and the quality outcomes that's required for the product deliverables. So that's those three aspects are the main things for a project manager to look after.
And when we talk to a lot of DeakinPrime clients, time is an element of the project that they're often really concerned with. How do you ensure that a project is kept on time realistically for the client?
Yes, well, planning again. Well, it's get all your stakeholders, the project team members together or individually have conversations, find out the elements that will affect the timing from them. So all your facts and figures like when do things need to be delivered by, or when do things need to go live, so what are the end dates we have to have in mind, looking at resource availability, when are people going to be away, there's approval committees that needs to go through, when are those committees meeting, school holidays may come into factor, also the actual tasks of the projects, what's the work effort required for those and the duration, and identifying any dependencies between those work tasks. So you have all these facts and figures, and then it's up to the project manager to put it together like a big jigsaw puzzle, and hopefully it goes together nicely, but more often than not you actually need to go back to the parties and negotiate with them different ways to potentially carry out the project. You may have to source different suppliers if the timelines aren't working. And part of that negotiation process also there's an educational process where you'll meet with some members of the project team and really get an expectation of what their role is, what they think their role is, and also that of others, and help educate them where their role fits into the project, and if they miss a deadline, what impact that will have on the rest of the project. So the communication is really key, and so once you've got your project plan together, not only does it have to be right on paper, but it needs to be understood and agreed with everyone that's involved in the project. So the ongoing communication of that plan, any time risks and issues, monitoring those and having open communication between the parties so we can keep things on track and adjust things accordingly if required.
Ros, during your years at DeakinPrime, you've worked across a number of different sectors and with a number of different clients. Can you share with us one experience of working with a client?
Sure, yes, the clients are all different, and one of my more unique clients, MFB, Metropolitan Fire Brigade. I believe it's really important to get to know your clients, get amongst their workplace and the participants to learn about them. And MFB's unique work culture, they've got their station life where they spend the majority of their time, and then of course they get called out for emergencies. So I've spent a day in their offices, getting to know the workplaces there, but then also at Eastern Hill Fire Station where I was assigned an appliance, and also got the opportunity to interview officers and firefighters about their daily station life and observed that in action, and even joined in cooking big breakfasts and a change of shifts there. And when I heard my appliance come across the loudspeaker, so I was getting called out for an emergency, I had to run around the building trying to find the staircase to get down to my locker where I had to put on my safety outfit, boots, outfit, ran out to the appliance, but I'd already gone. So I missed my ride, because you've got to do all of that in 90 seconds. So if I was becoming a firefighter, I'd need more practice at that, especially if it was a night shift and you have to get up in the middle of the night and do that. So that was an experience.
Ros, many DeakinPrime workshops focus on leadership and management. Who for you is a great leader, or someone who's influenced you through their leadership?
Well, I have to say my father. Yeah, certainly the most influential leader I've been around, and he was a senior member of the New Zealand Police Force, where he received awards for his innovative work in drug surveillance and informant programs. And he was captain, coach of many teams, including one of my own teams growing up. And he has also implemented community groups, Tough Love, which is a a program for families with teenagers going through troublesome years, and victim support. So through those programs, I observed leadership skills in my father, really based around some really strong, simple core values that he had, with the sayings that went along with each of them as well. Honesty is the best policy. If you're going to do something, do it well. And also he really believed in respecting and treating everyone as individuals. So I think along with those values and just a general charisma that he had, and that commitment to hard work, to keeping the skills and up to date and the knowledge up to date, I think people just naturally kind of tended to want to follow him and his ideas. And I think I've got many memories just walking down the street, so I think this kind of sums it up, where we're walking down the street, people of all types come up to Dad, want to have a conversation. So we've got little old ladies coming up, young boys, heavily tattooed bikie members coming up and stopping in the streets, and Dad taking the time out, having a conversation with them, really listening to what they're saying, asking questions. And they all seem to walk away with a big handshake, pat on the back and a smile on their face, and just seem to be really kind of chuffed with themselves. And my father always said that those 5-10 minute conversations were worth more hours and hours in the meeting room than what you found out, what was happening, keeping your finger on the pulse and keeping people motivated. It was worth many hours in the meeting room. So to me, a leader is someone that does motivate people and is able to get the best out of them. And I witnessed that with my father as a leader. So he was certainly the most influential leader in my life.
Thank you very much for speaking with us today, Ros.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Thanks.